Today I'm going to discuss iMovie versus Final Cut Pro. As Apple released Final Cut Pro version 10, and they are saying it is one of the best of the time as compared to the past version of the Final Cut Pro. But there is another counterpart of Final Cut Pro is iMovie. iMovie comes free with MacBook, and this Final Cut Pro costs $399 before taxes. So, today we are going to talk about iMovie and Final Cut Pro. Let's start. Open iMovie first. So, this is the basic iMovie where we have multiple options like file, import media, and when in a few minutes we are going to see Final Cut Pro also, you will see quite similar UI for both of them. In iMovie also, this one is called as a storyline. This whole window is called as a timeline. This is the place where our video will be available for viewing once we keep on editing the things. Here is to import media files. Now, here, as you can see, we have a movie library, photos library, all events, audios, titles, backgrounds, transitions. So with the media, my media, you can include the media file here and start working on it. So this is the iMovie library. This is basically common to all of the projects. If you want to create a new library, you go to File, Open Library, then New Library. Let's say, for example, we'll create a new library, uh, new library. Say so it will create a library with a current date as an event. But if you want to add your own event, there are two different ways. Just delete this event and create a new one. If you don't want to, then right click it, create a new event, or press Ctrl N, sorry, off, and it will create a new event for you. New event. So we leave this thing to the for the next tutorial in which I will explain how to organize your things more in a more better way in iMovie as well as Final Cut Pro. They are basically same, but one is having a less effect, another is more, and one is paid and another is free. So editing, for the basic editing, this is one of the best tool on Mac OS, and it comes free with every MacBook. So now the question arises why to buy Final Cut Pro. Let's open Final Cut Pro. It will take a few seconds to open. Now it loads up. As you can see, let's enlarge this guy and this guy. So as you can see, this is Final Cut Pro and this is iMovie. More or less, they look same. This is the video panel where when we edit the video, we can see it. This is the timeline. This is the timeline. Import media, and here we can also create the library in the same way as we are creating earlier. But Final Cut Pro has some of the cool features like they have multiple templates, many templates we can use, many transitions. iMovie has transitions too, but it is quite a few and is not as advanced as it is in the Final Cut Pro. So in my suggestion, if you are quite a beginner, you just started editing videos, then it is best to first do your works all on the iMovies. Fix your hand in iMovie, make yourself faster in editing, color mixing, and everything. Here you can do the color mixing, basic color mixing in iMovie with this. But here you have multiple options, and in the effects you can see you have the colors, color boards, we have color wheels. Here's so many things. This is the advanced application, but if somebody really wants to work over Final Cut Pro, first I will suggest you should adjust your hand over iMovie. Don't buy right away the Final Cut Pro. Use iMovie. Once you feel you are not able to do work in iMovie for your video editing, you need a more professional software, then you can switch to Final Cut Pro. But my personal opinion is when I started video editing, when I started editing videos for myself or for YouTube, then for quite longer time I used iMovie. Now, as they pass away, we are really gone into to deeper and deeper for the video editing, video mixing, background mixing, and so many things comes in the queue. So I bought Final Cut Pro, and it is a useful tool but an expensive one. So make a wiser decision and buy according to your use. If you buy it, you won't use it, then it's quite a waste of money, which is quite an expensive tool. If money is not a constraint, then there is no barrier for it. But if we are wise enough to think and differentiate whether I really want it or I can delay it for some time, master it, read online the tutorials and everything, and if I need really Final Cut Pro, then I will invest my money into it. Else, I will use some another free movie editing softwares. For the MacBook, the iMovie is one of the best free movie editors. If you see the UI of iMovies and Final Cut Pro, they are more or less same. Final Cut Pro is having some more features, some more effects, some more templates, some more titles, but it comes with a money. But in iMovies, it is less. Now the quantity is less, but it's for the normal beginner users who just started to making on YouTube, who started to edit movies for sharing in their own community. So for them, if they are using a MacBook, then iMovie is one of the best software for the beginners. No need to spend money. But if we really want to do some professional work on videos, for example, color effects, voice modulations, then iMovie has very few options for it. But the Final Cut Pro has all the good features that we can use in video editing. There are many softwares available in the market like Adobe Premiere and so many, but Adobe Premiere is the paid one. We have to pay every month, a year, or half yearly. They have different plans. But Final Cut Pro is one time buy thing. Go on App Store, buy from there, and it is for you. Once Apple releases the updates for it, we are liable to update the software as per the cycles. So think wisely and buy. Thank you for listening and have a nice day.